Welcome back to my channel. I am Ms. Maithili Raikar from Bombay Teachers Training College. Can you tell me the list of commodities which we use daily? Yes, we use the daily pantry essential like oil, rice, tea, coffee, detergent, soap, food grains and clothes. Now can you tell me the sources who supplies these commodities and where do we get this from? Yes, we get these commodities from supermarket, local shopkeepers, etc. But do these shopkeepers manufacture these goods? No, these commodities are bought by the shopkeeper from somewhere else. Now can you name the act of buying and selling? Yes, the act of buying and selling is called as trade. Meaning of trade. Trade means the transfer of goods and services from one person or organization to another. Trade is part of commerce and is basically intermediary between the consumers and the manufacturers. A manufacturer sells his goods to the trader and the trader buys them and further sells them to the consumers. Barter system. Trade is an age-old concept. The barter system is the exchange of goods or services directly with goods and services. Example, grains were exchanged in lieu of work done, or oil, salt, milk were exchanged for grains. Visible trade and invisible trade. When there is buying and selling of goods, it is called as visible trade. For example, a person buying vegetables and fruits from a vendor, it is called as invisible trade. When there is exchange of service, it is called invisible trade. Example, a person receiving service or consultation from doctor, lawyer, tax consultant, it is called as invisible trade. Types of trade. On the basis of quantity of goods, we have the wholesale trade and the retail trade. On the basis of the extent of trade region, we have the domestic trade, the international trade, and the import and export. Wholesale trade. Traders buy commodities on large scale from the producers. The commodities are also sold on a large scale to retail traders. Wholesale traders buy goods on large scale from industrialists, farmers, etc. Retail trade. When the traders buy goods from wholesale traders and sell it directly to the consumers, it is called as retail trade. The quantity of goods sold is less in this case. Domestic trade. Domestic trade takes place between different regions within the same country. The development of a country is dependent on the extent of domestic trade. Factors like diversity in geographical condition and high population affect domestic trade. Good economic growth leads to more trade. International trade. International trade means the exchange of goods and services of one country with other countries. When international trade takes place between two countries, it is called as bilateral trade. But when it occurs between two or more countries, it is called as multilateral trade. Export and import trade. It is basic process of international trade. When a country buys goods and services which are scarce in their own country from another country, it is called as import. When a country produces excess goods and services than required, it sells these countries which a demand for it. It is called as export. Balance of trade. The difference between the import and export value of a country in a specific period is called as balance of trade. When the value of import is more than the value of export, it is called unfavorable balance of trade. When the value of export is more than the value of import, it is called as favorable balance of trade. When the value of export and import is almost the same, it is called as balanced balance of trade. International trade organizations. International Trade Organization was formed to smoothen and justify the process of trade between countries of different economic standing. The International Trade Organization worked towards the facilitation and growth of international trade. The International Trade Organization were also formed to remove the obstacle in the way of trading, affect, and the mutual relationship between the countries. Economic Organization of the World. So the first organization we have is the World Trade Organization. It has 164 member states or countries, and you can see the logo down below. Its headquarters are situated in Geneva, Switzerland. Its function is to provide platform for negotiation in international trade, to handle the difference related to trade, monitor the trade policies of member states, providing technological assistance and training to developing countries. Next we have is the European Union. It has 28 member nations. Its headquarters is in Brussels, Belgium. Its aim is to establish an integrated market among member nations in Europe, free flow of goods, services and capital in Europe. Custom duties have been cancelled on exchange of goods within members. Common euro currency is established. Next we have is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries or OPEC. We have 13 member nations. Vienna is the headquarters. The headquarters is in Vienna. The aim is to controlling the international trade of crude oil, controlling rates of crude oil production among member states, maintaining consents in the oil export. Next we have is the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation or the SAARC. It has 8 member nations. Its headquarters are in Kathmandu, Nepal. Its aim is finding satisfactory solution to the common problem faced by countries in South Asia, increasing social welfare, raising the standard of living, and increasing regional cooperation among member states to remove unrest in South Asia. Next we have is the Association of Southeast Asian Nation. It has 10 member nations. It is also known as ASEAN. Its headquarters are situated in Jakarta, Indonesia. Its aim is expanding social and cultural harmony along with economic growth in Southeast Asia, promoting regional peace, promoting tax waivers for trade growth in member states. Next we have is the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation or the APEC. It has 21 member nations. Its headquarters are in Singapore. The aims are free trade and economic cooperation in Asia Pacific Ocean region, promoting regional and technical cooperation among members. Last we have is the Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, that is BRICS. There are 5 member nations. Its headquarters are in Shanghai, China. The aims or the functions are make funds available for growth of economies of members, enhancing mutual economic cooperation, strengthening economic security. Next, we have is the marketing. Market is commonly referred to as a place where sellers and buyers carry out transactions for the involvement of the exchange of services and goods. Marketing is widely defined as the performance of the business activities that direct the flow of services and goods from producers and consumers. Importance of marketing. First one is meets consumer needs and wants. Marketers identify the needs of the consumers and adopt their marketing strategies accordingly. They influence wants as these are shaped by cultural and individual personalities. Widens market. Marketers use mass communication tools such as advertisement, sales promotion, event marketing to promote their product for far and wide. Revolution in media technology has made marketing more interactive. Adapting right price. Marketing strategies help in setting fair prices, incorporating appropriate changes, preparing right approach. The exchange process moves smoothly when prices are fixed in a favorable manner. Better product offering. Most companies sell more than one product. That is, goods sold have to be well labeled and packed. Marketing plays active role by designing and managing product offering. Face competition. Competitive orientation is important in today's global market. Marketing helps in maintaining balance of consumers' expectation and competitors' offering by monitoring market closely. Discharge social responsibilities. Rising customers' expectation, government pressure, and environmental degradation have forced companies to practice higher level social responsibilities. Social marketing plays an important role. For example, through the promotion of low-price Lifebuoy, Hindustan Unilever Limited spreads hygiene awareness in rural areas. Economic growth. Market creates demand. Increased demand encourages production and distribution activities. As a result, industrial growth is boosted and income level improves due to increased employment opportunities. This improves the standard of living by offering superior and improved products. Thus, the overall economic growth is boosted. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.